Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a mercenary. Deadeye. Commando. Cypher. Saboteur. Sentinel. Commando. Deadeye. Mercenary. Deadeye. Commando. Deadeye. Deadeye chosen. That'll work. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're all ready, but for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice, a reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you, your inner voice to be precise, an echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
would choose that thing over me. But I'll be
That thing!
better.
The best...
Guess left can be right sometimes. Stories of death and the bodies left behind, a reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. Finished him off. Oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Whoosh! You're hurt bad. Smirked! Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs being when at it. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never... Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is a warning label. The box... It's going to take a bit of puzzling to just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Slice and dice. Wiped out. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just... He presents himself as out... He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then. The night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to... The legend of the one-eyed child that... The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark.
Vunko, vunko, Yevovo, lol, Aboyobut, Paikatawa, Farfarito, Tuka, Koyetuko, Adu Wamawa, Ayamu, Mai.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here. Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your heart growing dark. There's nothing as powerful as a Mooma's love. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling it. You might be right. The Nono prefer... You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is... You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his. You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be... Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of ki over the 20... But... Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, he says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. The tree started to die when the end of days began. Records tell of the ruinous devastation. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. He wants you to He claims names have power, so he gave them these names to weaken them. For him, the... Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the worldie. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change, and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the... Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
He's
heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know... Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
That's
a spark of light in you!
That's right. Smack that spark out before it starts.
You don't have to be so harsh. It's such a little spark.
Take it out now while it's small.
There's always another spark.
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important. Out-of-Date knows you'll make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support. Regardless, the Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's a bridge. Just get over it. All things end. They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. Feeling stronger every day. Step back, world. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. Area of strangers. They're at war. Says their door is all...
Zata is de muito tloho. Kariesne zdace. Paro, ya put...
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you.
Novi.
He's referring to...
Zivo, nibira, ivezjeti rekli dekli. Oni sporenos odliseni.
Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the...
Patafo, si zenakas pripad snatste.
Your Muma invented Wung Fu. Originally...
Zanamach. Orzekali. Oko, si...
Says fear and hatred is the only path to domination, but you already know that. So embracing that side of you and helping them vanquish the tribes and letting the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life should be an easy decision.
Visoko dolatsi ne odliseni.
He didn't expect that of you. You were born bad so you could do good. He'll give you a chance to change your mind before you leave and asks you to reconsider. Otherwise, you'll be seen as a... Then so be it. He wants you to know that they'll show no mercy at the end of this war and offers you a last chance. And with that, he urges you to seek protection at Myriad Stone Fort before word gets out that you've chosen not to side with them.
Zivo, ni si...
Better beware, that's a monk. Middle-lifed. That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Thinks you... But he was hoping you'd show up. He's convinced that Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. You need to take the struggle to the enemy, or the enemy will bring it to you. When survival is threatened, there's no other option left but war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, they passed the point of no return as their words lost power and see no other way forward than using violence. Seeing you brings back his memories of... Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Goop wants you to make it a priority to come looking for him whenever you're feeling down. He'll make you smile. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learn. He thinks you, and he'll be honored. He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? Wait, but you need practice. Lots of practice. Great. You just need more time in the surf. You can... Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. You know you can't make up for lost time. You should know, practice makes perfect. As long as it doesn't kill you, it'll only... She'll see you at the village. She'll be waiting for you. There will be a surprise. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. He was hoping you could help. He wonders... You did well, but he can't help but wonder why. He appreciates those able to deliver. He understands, but hopes you won't be He thinks mastering the... It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to... Then you've got... They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there. He says that it's not too late for you to... He wants to know who you think you are. She asks if you're hurt. What happened? She says it's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapon training at sunrise tomorrow, so they'll need all... The most important thing is that you're okay. It's time to focus on your training now. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. He knows growing up is hard. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He wishes that was true for your Mooma too, but guiding the village into the future and teaching Wang Fu to her disciples seems more important for every day. He suggests... He's curious to see what you found. He can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks if you know. Thinks over.
Sarevanyak Sab,
The stuff
Echine,
he knows.
Kumo Umbustare Mayak Sem, Rose Eskuku Johanna.
Ruhemuk tono.
Your Muma says
Ruhemuk tono. Anarolut. Bolakamono brut. Asadutu.
your Muma says you did well today. She said,
Sanna jote.
thank
Kana munta. Kana anora kapapom.
you should.
Andro?
Says he's all. Catchy.
Yo no massaman brut.
Your Muma says she's never.
Anarolute. Anarolu. Ritsentene.
It's called
Sanna jotala.
your
Ritsentene.
rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Sanna jotutupu.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming.
Masan.
He wants to destroy her. The time to fight is coming, whether she's ready for it or not.
Vaiseno kasaman brut. Kanauruta.
She tells you to...
Asil natu.
Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. Grace under pressure. Looks snug. It's going to cause a catastrophe. The tribe's caught a...